Hey guys, welcome back to RIPP Superchargers. Thanks for stopping by. And thank you for those of you who might be stopping by for the first time with a full-size Ram. Those of you with a Ram might be looking at a little bit more power for your naturally aspirated 3.6 liter or V6 Pentastar powered full-size trucks. And we can understand why. Just a couple of videos ago, we made some naturally aspirated power just to see what a Ram can make in terms of power at the rear wheel, right? Without any power adders whatsoever. So we tested this vehicle with a stock air filter and a stock exhaust system and stock tuning, basically just the way you would drive it down the road and see what it would make. It made about 250 horsepower at the rear wheel, which is stout, but when you start loading it up, you know, that 250 can really start to work, and that's probably why you're here. A video right after that, we tested another modification that we have that's very, very popular, which is a high-performance ignition coil, which basically just swaps out the factory ignition coils. You put in ours, the RIPP performance coils, and you can check those out on the website, shameless plug, and we gained a net 12 horsepower at the rear wheel. That's huge because, again, no other modifications were made to the vehicle in terms of tuning or exhaust or air filter. It was all factory except for these coils, even on the factory plugs. That was impressive to us, and it was really impressive to you guys as well. Thanks for the support. Now, since we're on the subject of horsepower and that 250 and then again that 262 with the coils, I want to explain, since you guys maybe didn't watch any of our other videos, stock horsepower measured at the crank is not the same as horsepower measured at the rear wheel. So the manufacturer will advertise a number at the crank. So they'll say 300 horsepower or 298 horsepower, but that's horsepower measured just at the block by itself. That's without the transmission and the drive shaft and the rear and the tires and all the other stuff. What we're doing here, we're on a chassis dyno. A chassis dyno measures horsepower at the rear wheel. So when you see 250 horsepower, that's what you lose through drivetrain loss. Okay, so this is real wheel horsepower. This is what you would drive down the road with. Okay, so those of you driving one of these vehicles, stock 250 with the coil pack 262. Now, what we've done is now supercharge this vehicle. The engine's pretty down in this vehicle, as you can't see it peeking out, but it's there. Basically what happens is we took our SUV program and our car program and we sort of combined it and got it into this Ram. The kits that we sell come complete just like all of our other kits, which means you don't have to buy any other supporting modifications. We provide it all. In this particular case, you get a compressor, the piping, the belt, all the front-mounted intercooler and the couplers, a new set of injectors, and a map sensor, and most importantly, we even provide you with a tune. In this vehicle, we're using a company called HP Tuners, which means you will need a little bit of tech savvy through your fingers, but at the end of the day, it's basically just moving some data in and out, and it's very easy to do. The instructions show it, and we're here to support, no problem. So, I guess that's everything. Get strapped down, we'll make some noise, reconvene at the screen, and we'll see what we gain. Before we get into the max power, let's go over what I got up here on the screen. So what you see here is a couple of different lines. The cool one is the orange and the brown, whatever you see. But these are the two basically represent the vehicle as it came in earlier, as I was explaining. This blue line is the naturally aspirated horsepower, which peaked here at about 250. Okay, so that's not up there. This red line here is the gain with the coil, and you can see quite a bit of gain through the middle and middle RPM to peak, and we got 262 horsepower at the rear wheel with just the coil. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put in the supercharged horsepower, and you'll see it's 442 on the dot. I love when it's even. 442 horsepower at the rear wheel and 410 pounds of torque at the rear wheel. That's an enormous gain over stock. So it's almost a 200 horsepower gain over stock, if you can imagine. It's 180. So we do that by pressurizing the engine. Essentially, this engine is running anywhere between 8 and 9 psi, in the engine from the supercharger. And then, of course, that extra pressure will make a little bit more power through the tuning. So if you're looking for a little bit more power to tow, to drive, to haul, whatever it is you're looking to do, maybe race, we got you. Check us out online, www.rippmods.com, the Facebooks, the internets, the Twitters, the Instagrams. We're there to help, or just give us a call. Thanks, guys.